welcome. The old gods have a message for you and for the soul tribes that are here right now, right this very minute, about some kind of shake-up. What I'm getting is overhaul, to get more energy about what we have here. I asked the alchemical cards, the alchemy cards, and what I got was resin. And I went to look at the guidebook, however I was guided away because I was getting the words residue. So there's some sort of residual energy that is about to be fully shaken up on this planet. We've got drama here. We have the Tower. This was the first card that came up. And we have this boiling cauldron of energy over here with the orange. And so I was sort of, you know, like, what is this? I just had some really interesting shake-up energy be shown to me in meditation before coming into your reading. However, this energy of the residue, this resin, also we've got the tree here. Resin is formed by the sap of a tree. So we've got the energy of the blood of the tree. Noticing this Seven of Wands here. Walking into the dark forest. Spirit, the old gods, your guides, showing you the way. We've got this wolf hiding in the forest here. Interesting. But it's this residue, which is what I'm getting from this resin. The residue, it's flammable, you know, coming from the blood of the tree. We've got the lightning striking the tree here with the tower, causing fire, causing flame. And we have this bubbling cauldron of energy. We have this fiery energy here. So whatever this is, whatever is being shaken up, it's highly flammable. It's got this energy of coming out of nowhere, coming out of the darkness, popping up in front of you. You're aligned, you're following your guidance, your internal guidance system, your higher self. Your guides are well and truly surrounding you at this time, as well as the old gods energy, the protector, or, you know, the protective energy of the soul groups that meet here in these videos are certainly around you at this time as this wolf. I am getting wolf in sheep's clothing, and we did get a message recently about something to do with some sort of messaging that was a bit of a red herring, wolf in sheep's clothing, some sort of messaging coming out into the fray, something being framed as something that it's not. There's going to be an energy of like, oh no energy here. However, what is occurring is this shake-up of some kind of residual energy that needs to be alchemized. We've got the boiling cauldron here. We've got the energy of alchemization going on here. There's a lot of fiery energy. I wonder if any planets are moving into fire signs. We're definitely getting Saturn and Neptune moving into the fiery energy of Aries, meeting at 0 degrees of Aries in February the 20th. And we're sort of in this like kind of simmering energy, I would say, as we're building up to this like peak manifestation of this fiery, alchemical, quite dramatic alchemization of this residual energy. We've got wolf in sheep's clothing, and as I said, we have had recently this energy of, it's the runes that want to come through, of some sort of false narrative coming through, like coming into play. And perhaps it's this. Oh my gosh, did you see that spider? Wow, that was huge. That spider was huge, and I think that is my resident spider, who I call Bob. Yes, he's not in his web. I closed the curtains, like I've got all the curtains closed today because I woke up to really strange energy. Really strange energy. And like it was groggy. The first thing I looked at on social media was talking about the astrology being like a spiritual hangover kind of energy, plus an energy of conflict. And I looked out the window and there was like stacked, like 100 white vehicles, all white, stacked, you know, like no space in between them, all parked on the road. It just gave me the sense of to create a sacred enclosure, a solace, a space of solace in the reading room. But that's so interesting because Bob, our resident spider who protects the window that's over here, that protects the space, doesn't normally venture out onto this table, and I was called to the runes and there he was, and he came out of nowhere. So we've got this energy here, this energy of something, I would say like concerning energy, because we've got an energy of, oh no, drama, you know, drama is unfolding, you know, could be potentially to do with you know, some of the global conflicts kind of energy. It's very fiery, sort of coming out of nowhere, coming out of left field, I'm getting. Sorry for shaking the runes without giving you fair warning, but we're asking the runes to come forward. I'm getting Odin coming forward with the runes here. Yes. Odin and his ravens of thought and memory, but this is like memory of the future. Kind of feel like there's another one in here. Not sure if you can see what these are. That one wants to come through right there. I've got my eyes closed, so I'm doing this by feel. I can feel that that one's on the other side. I'm feeling like that's Suello, but it might not be. But with the lightning strike energy, this one wants to stay over here, kind of coming where Bob the spider, our protective energy of Bob the spider came through. No, there's not another one. Maybe that one, the next one will be for the next reading. Tea leaves wanting to come through. Bacano, beautiful. So this energy, this shake-up, is a harbinger of the birth of the new earth. But there's this residual energy, this residual wolf energy over here that kind of needs to be smoked out. Just noticing that I put these down face up, and that normally, you know, is a sign that I meant to get those particular cards. Beautiful. So we have our electric, lightning, something coming out of the blue, completely out of the blue energy. It's striking fear and concern. I am being guided to use that word fear, but this is a heads up from the old gods and from Odin to you, to fear not, to not be afraid. But it's going to create a sense of fear, a sense of urgency. The moon coming through to clarify that energy of it. This look at this, shooting out of the blue. Some kind of false narrative, false messaging is shooting into us as a collective. However, with that being Bob, our protective energy spider, who protects the energy of this window that goes, you know, I'm on the first floor, but it goes out onto the road where all of those white vehicles, like 100 of them, were all parked. Very unusual. No you know, no business insignia on there or anything. It was highly strange. So yeah, that energy of this strange event out of the blue, noticeably a little bit off, is coming out. It's there to cause blockage with Nordies. Blockage, delays, confusion, I get. This is Nordies in reverse as well. You know, it's going to create confusion. However, energetically, spiritually, what is happening is this residual energy of this wolf energy is being smoked out. Really interesting. Smoked out in order to be alchemized by the light warriors of the world, which is you. If you have gravitated to this frequency of this channel, it's because you are in your light warrior frequency, or that is being activated within you. And then further down the line, you will be activating other light warrior keys and codes. Moving into this quite tumultuous time over the coming months, even into, you know, maybe the next couple of years, but these next few months, the beginning of 2026, could be quite vibrant, you know, quite active, with all of the large planets being in air and fire. We get that wildfire energy, that tinder dry energy where suddenly something comes in and the latent, you know, fears and concerns of the populace are sort of activated, and it creates more chaos and confusion. But the aim of the energy that's coming through here is this sense of confusion, and it's a blockage energy. It's to block this massive transformation that is occurring on our planet. And as what has come through before, it won't work. It's not going to work. However, the way that we traverse through these tumultuous, dramatic times ahead, you know, is really up to us. And this channel is here. The channeling of these messages is here to help you to understand the path ahead. It's these lights here. The lights in the darkness, as we venture into what I'm getting is uncharted territory on our planet. Birthing into the new. Let's see what this one is. Fulfillment. So beautiful. Like, I really, really like this. This is a symbol of like winning the lottery, great fortune. And we have grapes over here, which is a symbol of abundance. We are moving, with Burkano being now landing on this ship, we are moving into a time of great prosperity and harmony on this planet. However, the bridge to get there is tumultuous. I'm getting a lot about false messaging, you know, sudden dramatic turns of events like Bob the Spider coming out of the blue, causing confusion and fear simply because we're moving into uncharted territory. But energetically, I know I'm repeating, it's important, energetically what is occurring is this smoking out of this residual energy of the systems of the old structures. I feel like that was somewhere on the bottom of a deck. I can't remember where. There was an energy that popped up in my vision, probably not in yours, but it was, oh yeah, it was. Oh no, I've moved it now because I shuffled the cards. But yeah, it was about confinement. The imagery was an image of confinement. So the structures of the old are falling. They're making a last grab for power. This, whatever this is, shooting out of the blue, popping up out of the blue, it's kind of like last-ditch effort kind of energy from the powers that were, that are trying to hold on to power. They're trying to block this massive transformation that is occurring on this planet at this time. Secrets will be revealed. Now, this is interesting, linking with the moon. I would say that we're in the process of having our ancient past being revealed to us. However, I'm getting that the powers that were are also using that to bring in false narratives. Yeah. And so we're going to get this energy of mixed messaging. Some of it will be truth, like the truth of, you know, the true history of humanity on this planet, the true history of interdimensional and extraterrestrial, potentially contact, ancient ways, ancient wisdom being unearthed. However, the powers that were are using this time because it's very, there's a lot of interest. You know, I've always been interested, and, you know, more and more people are, you know, getting into this energy of what's the truth here? What's the truth about these ancient mythologies, these ancient texts, these ancient cities and buildings, and, you know, all the pyramids that are dotted all around the planet? All of this energy, there's all this interest, and the powers that were are going to use that interest to fuel some kind of false narrative. They want to create drama, they want to create conflict, and they want to create fear and confusion. However, again, this is destined not to work. 1616 on the timer. Uniquely you and authenticity. This is interesting. The truth will come out. It will be a bit of a bombshell, I'm getting, to get the secrets card and that 1616 of uniqueness and authenticness. I feel like the truth will out, and it will be a bit of a bombshell, however, like in terms of a revelation. However, there's also this mixed messaging, false narratives diving on in at the same time. But we're leading into this fulfillment, you know, winning the lottery, prosperity. I'm not saying you're going to win the lottery, but this energy of prosperity on this planet, this is what we're birthing. A new age. The grapes are symbolically, I know I'm not reading the words, but symbolically an energy of harvest and abundance. Interesting. Really loving this. I mean, we have this sort of Sphinx-ish energy. We have, you know, ancient Egypt being referenced, but we also have, I believe, the seraphim being referenced here. Anyone that knows any of the other symbols, drop that in the comments. Like our, like ancient history is coming to light. And again, the powers that were are going to try to use this time of heightened interest and intrigue to their benefit, which is, you know, drama, conflict, confusion, and fear, particularly. Wow, we haven't seen what's landed on our person's face here with the tower yet. Where are we going next? This one. Originality. So interesting, because that is lining up with that energy of uniqueness and authenticity of the 1616 angel number. Innovative thinking, original ways of interpreting ancient texts, ancient knowledge, interpreting ancient structures, what they meant, what they mean. Wow. I mean, this is some really original thinking, born from the deep, born from what was hidden, is coming. This is so interesting, this card. All of these truths about our ancient past, interdimensional contact, etc., the old gods, the old ways, are going to come to light, and at the same time, the wolf in sheep's clothing, so there's that false narrative energy, false framing of a message is also going to pop up at the same time. So this is just like a heads up. However, I just noticed how this card, the original thinker, the innovator, is now covering this wolf in sheep's clothing frequency that's coming through. This is about you thinking for yourself here. You have this innate wisdom. You were born with it. Berkano, birth. You were born with these ancient keys and codes of truth and being able to discern truth from a false narrative. So trust your mind's eye here. Trust your intuition and trust your spiritual instincts for discernment. This is going to really come in where you'll be able to see this wolf in sheep's clothing for what it is almost immediately. Let's see what this one was that kind of followed energetically the trajectory, wow, of our of Bob, our protective spider. It's the blank rune. So this is about not taking everything that is revealed to you as truth. We've got like the blank rune here. It's like a blank slate, and it's your internal guidance system, your intuition that is going to guide the way to weed out these false narratives that are going to be coming in out of the blue from the truths, because we're going to be getting both. And we see here that we're going to be getting a lot of truths that are coming into the light, and a smaller amount of these false narratives, wolf in sheep's clothing. This is keeping an open mind as well, because a lot of what will be revealed in the coming months, I would say, is on the money, is true, is our true history, these are truths that are being unearthed and brought into the light. So many of them are true. So this is guidance not to discount everything. However, keep your mind's eye open, that third eye chakra. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, it most likely is. So just kind of sweep it aside and focus on these wonderful lights of these like ancient secrets, ancient wisdom, ancient texts even I'm getting. Truths about our ancient past coming to light. Many of them are going to be true, and dotted in with those truths is going to be these weeds, basically. These are false narratives. You'll be able to spot them immediately. Again, with this blank rune, it's like trust your sacred sight, trust your inner sight, your intuition. It's on point. It's like you're here because you're able to spiritually and energetically discern truth from fiction, and that's why you're here right now at this time. Movement. Ewas. Yeah, this is happening now. This is happening soon. This is happening very soon. This is going to start to happen. The fire of curiosity and interest, and also like conflict I get in the like social media space where people are arguing with each other. I'm getting like it's kind of like fuel to the fire. However, this is a moment of great discovery, of great learning about the truth of our true human history, the truth of contact with other beings, the truth of why like the pyramid structures were built around the planet. All of these truths are coming out. It's very exciting. It's a very exciting time. It's all go from here on out. I know we haven't quite hit that February 20th, 2026 yet, but it's like it's all go now. It's all like the truth is all starting to come out. Like it's all starting to happen now, like very soon in the coming days, weeks. It's all on, basically. It's all on. So we've got our message for this reading, and we have one more card to get to close out this particular message. Protection. I'm going to just cover up this baby. You can't really see anything, but just for, just in case. We'll use our protective Palo Santo here as well. Protection. You are protected at this time. You're here to be a way shower. You're also here to discern the fact from fiction as all of this new information, this original thinking, this like original interpretations of the ancient past, or, you know, as all of this comes to light and the fire of curiosity is lit, you are, oh, we ended up with a bit of ash there, another protective energy. And we had Bob, our protective spider being, the protector of this space. Yeah, like you're highly protected at this time. So the final message is to fear not. If you start getting worried or concerned about this very dynamic and at times chaotic or drama-fueled energy, as all of this is coming up, trust that you, my friend, I'm even getting it in like a diamond, like you're a diamond child to like a diamond frequency on this planet at this time. You and your loved ones as well are protected at this time of upheaval, which is the bridge that we are crossing to reach this new earth frequency. You are highly protected at this time, so trust your intuition with the moon here. Also, we've got like a sort of almost like a picture or a bit of paper or something that was put on the wall, but it's blank, and we've got the blank rune. So it's this keeping an open mind, trusting your intuition. Even this now is pointing at the moon here. Your third eye is going to tell you in no uncertain terms what is truth and what is false narrative. Trust that, and that is part of what is going to protect you from this tumultuous energy that it's coming in hot, it's coming in soon, it's coming in like, you know, the next few days or weeks. I'm going to leave this here. If this message resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and join the tribe.